Hello there, Salomon and Montane. And obviously, with these kind of views, we can only be in one place, and that's the beautiful Lake District. So as you can tell, big backpack once again for another wild camp, and today we're on Silver How, another little Wainwright that I need to tick off, and a little Wainwright that gives up some spectacular views. Now, the weather forecast for today was, well, it was a very mixed bag, let's put it that way. No wind hardly, but rain. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is no rain. So we're hoping that we'll get up there, we'll set up camp, and we can get the drone out, fly it around, get a bit more practice in, and yeah, enjoy this this evening. But tomorrow, I think it will definitely be raining, so we are going to wake up in some rain, which, you know, I don't mind. I'll just have to dry my tent out when I get home. So, let's crack on and get to the top of Silver How. So today I've started my walk from a place called Chapel Style in the Great Langdale Valley. It's a nice sort of short one, is Silver How. I mean, this walk's probably 2 miles to get to camp, but it's a very small Wainwright. It's just below 400 meters, but it's a nice one, and it gives us some great views of, well, everything really. You've got the Coniston Fells just over there, right behind me, behind this little mound here. Beyond that is Loughrig Fell, and then obviously over here is the Fairfield Horseshoe. Beyond that, you've got the Helvellyn Ridge. Here is just Helm Crag, this smaller one here in front of the Helvellyn Ridge, and then just here, this little mound here just beyond is Silver How. That's where we're heading. And then beyond here you can see the Langdale Pikes, possibly the Scarfell Range. I don't know if we're going to see that over the Langdale Pikes, but we'll see anyway. I don't think we will see that range, but yeah, that's beyond. You've got Crinkle Crags, many mountains. In fact, I've just walked up a little bit and you can see them now, so just a stunning vista, really. I mean, that is just beautiful. Check it out, unreal. Well, it has been a while since I've been in the lakes, so it's good to be back, and it's good to see some of the views from where I was last time. Obviously I did the Langdale Pikes, and yeah, it was a good day. I had clag most of the way up Jack's Rake, but it's what it is. But apart from that, it was a pretty good day. But as I say, now we're heading over to Silver How, so we're just gonna get up there as quick as we can. If that wind calms down a little bit, I will get the drone up. If not, oh well, I won't be able to. But yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, even when there's no mountains, it's still beautiful. So let's crack on up. Well, here we are at the top of Silver How, and well, I think I'll give you some 360 views. So from here you can see 4 different waters, or little lakes and big lakes. You've got Grasmere just down here, beyond that is Rydal. Out to the distance behind me there, that's Windermere. And then the little bits of water you see down here, that's Elter water. But you can't really see it that well, probably won't show up on the camera. But now we're at the top, now we've got to go and find somewhere to pitch the tent up. I've got somewhere in mind. I don't want to be on the next to the summit cairn, although there's lots of places to choose from. It's nice, there's some nice flat spots up here, but I'm just going to head back a little bit and just find a little spot that I can pitch my tent in. So yeah, I'll get it set up. Right, the tent is set up and put my stuff inside, and I think, well, I've got a bit of time and a bit of daylight. I'm gonna see if I can get that flown. Gotta see if I can get that drone flying, and yeah, I mean the wind's picked up a little bit. It's a shame, but yeah, may as well see if I can have a bit of a fly. So get out of this wind as well, so I might fly it from inside the tent. good to be back in the Lake District, and well, it's now getting cold. That breeze is a wee bit chilly, I must admit, but I'm still alright, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, it's been a while, I think, when was my last camp in the Lake District? I'm trying to think back now. Last time I camped up in the Lake District was at Haweswater, at Smallwater, wasn't it? Yeah, where I had a few drinks. But no, it was a good night. That a lot different to this. It was, for starters, it was warm. You know, sitting out wasn't a chore. But you know, if that direction was the same as that direction I'm looking at right now, I'd have a nice sunrise over there. But it is what it is. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Not as bad as the weather forecast said it would be. The wind's about right, but there's no rain, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, it's nice to be out here. Nice to be sat on a rock in autumn, looking at some beautiful views. But this is, I suppose this is why I've got all my winter gear now, because that chill, especially when that sun will go down. You know, I'm sure there'll be a chill in the air. Wearing 3 layers right now on my upper body, keeping me nice and warm. But yeah, it's great to be out in the lakes. I mean, this one's quite a nice walk. I haven't done this Wainwright, so I mean, I've done everything around it, just not this one. So I thought, you know what, it's perfect time to get a wild camp in, and a perfect one to do a wild camp on. Lots of places around up here where you can pitch up a tent. Where I am should be nice. I mean, I don't know what the chances are. I mean, if weather forecast can always change, but it does say tomorrow morning I'm waking up to quite a bit of rain. But if there wasn't any rain whatsoever, I'd get a nice sunrise over Windermere, I think, or possibly some other Wainwrights out in there, some other mountains. But yeah, it's a great little spot just overlooking Grasmere, so I can't complain. I think last time I was up here I was doing the Langdale Pikes up in the lakes, just behind me over there somewhere, you know, you see it, just up there. Yeah, under Jack's Rake as well. That was pretty good fun. And yeah, when I came down off there, I was heading back down around Stickle Tarn. My goodness, it hadn't even, I think it wasn't even 5 o'clock yet, and you know, still plenty of daylight in the day as well when you know, when I did that. And I think there was about 6 tents. I mean, there's not a lot of harm in that, but at the same time, I don't like that. It's a weird one. It's like, you come for a walk in the lakes or wherever you walk in the Peak District or whatever, and you see someone pitching up a tent at, you know, middle of the afternoon, and you're like, you not wait, you not find somewhere to sit down for a bit, or find somewhere where you can put a tent where it's not so obvious. But yeah, that's probably me just being a bit arsey. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, I got here about 5 o'clock. Sunset's about 20 past 6 now, and I just wanted to get the drone out, and obviously no one else has been up here since. Yeah, it's a nice spot. Like I said, there's a lot of places you can pitch up a tent, and it's not even hard to get up here. Yeah, it's peaceful though. It's peaceful. That's the main thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit out here for a bit, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the views. Helm's the only one that's in the cloud, and apart from that, that's it really. I mean, don't get me wrong, beyond the Langdale Pikes, beyond High Raise, I'm sure that Scarfells, they'll be in the clag as well. But apart from that, I'm quite surprised. I was expecting to come up here and Silverhound just out of the cloud, but it looks pretty good. I think Fairfield's just starting to get a bit of mist on it, but it looks good out there. It looks good. I mean, yeah, dark masses behind me.
The Crinkle Crags Bowfell and beyond the Langdale Pikes, you know. Yeah, they're looking pretty gloomy. But I think it is coming down now, obviously. The day's drawing to an end. And yeah, it is quite nice though, I must admit. I'm facing away from the sunset because there is none. But no, it's nice evening for it. Well, I think I'm going to retire back to the tent because it is getting duller now. Yeah, and it's cold, so I need to get warmed up. So get that airbed put up, get the sleeping bag out, and well, get in it.
That's what invaders think. You know what I mean? It's so good just by itself. And when you do to it, a little insulation composition your particular.
Got some little goodies today. Instead of just having a meal and nothing else, which is not a great idea. Although, speaking of meals, another dehydrated another dehydrated something to eat meal, pasta bolognese. That's for later on. Obviously I brought my jet boil out once again, but I have brought a couple of treats. Got some Belgian chocolate biscuits, Walkers, not Walkers as in like the crisp makers, but Walkers as in the Scottish biscuit makers, and some shortbread. And not just you know, my usual coffee sachets. I brought an hot chocolate. I thought, you know what, I fancy an hot chocolate. Galaxy. Now I'm about to start a civil war here, but Galaxy beats the hell out of Cadbury's. Not a fan of Cadbury's. Although I will drink Cadbury's hot chocolate, I just don't like Cadbury's dairy milk. I think it's foul. Sorry if that's offended anyone. I know what people like nowadays, they're easily offended. Anyway, so yeah, a couple of treats, a couple of little snacks. I need a snack right now, so I think I'm going to have this duo latte. Hopefully it's still alright. It went out of date on the 12th of September. It's obviously now like late October, late October. I don't even, is it 21st? It's Saturday the 21st, I think. Anyway, yeah, duo latte, so naughty. So I'm gonna have that with my coffee and my with my coffee. I'm gonna have some shortbread, and obviously I've got me me mug, me pop out mug.
We changed up our programming in the late, I think I brought him in 97, 98, somewhere around there. And then I completely when it kept trickling down. Now it's military-wide. It's very common. And that came from one guy's idea. You know, just one guy to retrofit our combat chassis. You know, so with that, it performs more efficiently at high capacity. So I took how I was cross-training a gate and edge, right, and then turned my philosophy into a very Spartan type of methodology. The key thing, the number one thing, is self-preservation, longevity. I'll get into the rest of the reasons.
Right. And it's not CrossFit, it's not competitive in that sense.
Time to get me tea on, I think. For a bit of pasta bol. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring any garlic bread. One day I'm going to do like a proper bang up 3-course meal or something like that on the top of a mountain. I think that would make it quite a good video. But for now, it's just a typical dehydrating meal where I've got to find the oxygenation pack. They're alright when they're at the top of the bag, but when they're just hiding, it's irritating. Saw the corner of it. Got it. Got it! Oh, right. So, line D. So 8 minutes, let that sit for 8 minutes. Whoa, right, well, pasta bolognese time. Smells good. Yeah, it's about 8 minutes. So we'll see. Well, I've had my tea and I've just popped my head outside and it is just cloud. So there's going to be no night lapses, no nice night lapses tonight. I think I'm just gonna probably have an early night, just listening to a bit of a podcast, and probably have another brew. Might have a hot chocolate actually with me chocolate cookies, so chocolate overload. So yeah, I think that might be the plan for right now. But that pasta bolognese was spot on, just what I needed. I needed a bit of calories chucked in my mouth because I've not really eaten much today, so that's not helped. But yeah, anyway, enough of me yapping about my food. Another brew, and yeah, get me head down for the night. So if I don't come back to you, well, that's because I'm asleep. Well, good morning. And last night was actually better than I thought it would be. There was actually a bit of clear sky, as you've seen from the night lapses. But this morning, early hours this morning, started raining, and it still rain about in the air. But it's actually been quite a nice night. Yeah, the tent is full of water, but not inside, so that's all that matters really. Yes, I'm going to get up, I'm going to make a brew first. I'm in no rush to get off the mountain. I'm pretty sure no one's going to be rushing up here today. So I'm going to have a brew, pack up, and walk back down. Well, the rain has come back, and I think it's going to be like this all morning now. So I'm definitely not in a rush to get out of this tent. But I don't mind the rain, it's quite nice, especially on a tent. Nice and relaxing. It's like white noise in a way. It just means that I'm not in a particular rush to get out of here. Well, I'll have my brew, I'll pack up anyway, and yeah, I probably will make a move sooner rather than later. But yeah, just typical that I had a bit of a break this morning about sunrise in the rain, and now it's come back. But it is what it is, and I'll just go enjoy the outdoors while I can.
Yes, there may be rain in the air, but what a beautiful morning. Check out that. I mean, this is just incredible. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a cloud inversion. So, you know what? I'm staying up here just a little bit longer, because that is... it's beautiful. Yeah, this is what it's all about, guys. You know, it might not be the best of mornings, but these conditions are making it special. Wow, I mean, check out that. Check out that, guys. I mean, that is incredible. You've got the Langdale Pikes, you've got the mist rolling down off Crinkle Crags, you've got the mist building between here and Blee Rig. I mean, it's just... Yeah, I think today's a cloud inversion day. A bit of a sandwich layer, actually, as well. But yeah, wow. These are the conditions we like, you know. So yeah, I'm not in a rush. No one's been up here yet, so I'm still very much on my own. But wow, well, I've got sheep for company, but that's it. But yeah, I mean, look at Coniston Fells over there. Just the sun hitting down on the side there. Just incredible. Wow. I mean, I've literally been out here for 5-10 minutes, and it is already changed so much. So I'm just enjoying this one. But yeah, that rain seems to have subsided quite a bit. I'll probably another bit of rain will probably hit us, but there's hardly a breath of wind. You know, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Well, as you can see, I'm all packed up. Of course, leave no trace, no rubbish, nothing like that. But wow, what a morning. Better than I thought it would be. Last night was better, this morning's better. It's all been better, which is always a nice thing on a wild camp. To be pleasantly surprised is always a good thing. Now, I just need to get my backpack on, which I'm not looking forward to. My lower back's feeling a bit tender this morning. I think I slept a bit funny last night. I think I slept on a bit of an angle, but I'm sure I'll warm up once I get moving. But yeah, I'm in the clag now. There's not much to be seen. I mean, there's little bits, but you really probably can't see it on the camera. But yeah, what a morning. What a sensational morning to wake up to. And yeah, all I need to do now is walk back down and get back to the car. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit better than last week's video. You know, I'm not as, I don't know, miserable. I don't want to say miserable, but I'm not as you know, apprehensive on this camp. I really wanted to come and do this. In fact, I've been doing this camp for the last 3 wild camps, believe it or not. So yeah, it's pretty good that I'm finally here, and you know, this is probably why it's taken me so long to get here, because I'm getting here for these conditions, and you know, this pleasant surprise that I've had this morning. Yeah, it's been raining overnight, but I don't mind the rain as long as it's not battering me with 50-mile-an-hour winds. I am not bothered about the rain. So I think I need to get my waterproofs off anyway, because it's not really raining that much. And yeah, apart from that, guys, like it obviously, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, if you got any comments, of course I'll have a chat with you. And yeah, see you guys next week.